All right, welcome to another edition of Mr. Harjo's Exciting Geometry Notes. So in this lesson, we're going to just look at constructing equilateral triangles and other shapes like squares and hexagons. So a little bit more interesting than just bisecting a segment, let's say. So let's start with an equilateral triangle given one side. All right, so we're going to make an equilateral triangle. That means all side lengths are the same length. And our given length is PQ. And so step one is just to put your compass down on P and open it up to a length of PQ. Okay, and you're going to just use your compass to swing an arc above the segment. Now we're just going to repeat that, except we're going to put our compass at the other endpoint, and we're going to swing an arc above the segment. And those two arcs intersect at a point, and we're just going to call that R. And that point is equidistant from P and Q. It's the same distance away from P as it is from Q. So all we need to do now is just join these together. Okay, and so given that this triangle is equilateral, that means all side lengths are congruent. And equilateral, another name for that is equiangular. It just means if it's equilateral, that means it's also equiangular and all the angles have the same measure. All right, so go ahead and just construct your own equilateral triangle given this length of PQ. All right, next, we're going to construct another equilateral triangle, but this time we're going to construct it inside of a circle, and we call that being inscribed. So we're going to inscribe an equilateral triangle in this circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out by drawing a diameter, and you can draw that diameter anywhere, and we're just going to label those endpoints B and C. Okay, step two is to create a circle at C with radius AC. So we're going to take the radius of the original circle, circle A, now it says to create a circle. We don't actually need to create a full circle. We're just going to make one big arc like that. Well, again, what's happened is we've created two new points. Okay, and we're going to call those D and E. And those 2 points are both equidistant from point B. So again, we're just going to connect the dots. And we're going to have an equilateral triangle. Okay. All right, so your turn. Construct an equilateral triangle inside this circle. We're going to call it circle A again. We name a circle based on its center. All right, in this next example, we're going to construct a triangle just given 3 sides. So these are 3 random sides, and the idea is we're going to make one triangle. And what's kind of interesting about this is with these 3 sides, we're all going to make the same triangle, meaning there's only one triangle that we can form with these lengths. So it's fixed. And so what's going to happen is we're going to start by drawing point A. We need one corner of our triangle, one vertex. Okay, so we can just put that anywhere. We need to measure segment AB. Put your compass pointer at A, measure out to B. Okay, so now we can bring our compass down to our point A and just swing an arc. And that means anywhere on that arc is a good place to put our point for B. Okay, well now we just need to swing an arc that has a length of AC. So measure the length of AC. Put your compass at A and swing an arc. Okay, so that means somewhere on that arc is going to be our point C, but we don't know where yet. Well, this next step is we need to put our compass at B and measure length of BC. And the fact that these lines intersect in one spot means there's only one triangle that we can form with these three lengths, because these lines only intersect in one place. Okay, and we just want to label that point C. All right, I didn't have enough room to give you an example, but hopefully you did that one, and it makes sense. All right, next, we're going to construct a square inside a circle, and that square, when it's inscribed, means all its vertices are going to be on the circle itself. Okay, so again, we're going to start out with a diameter, and that diameter can be anywhere. And we label the endpoints B and C. Now we need to construct a perpendicular line to segment BC through A, and that's our center. Okay, so it's something from our last lesson. We're going to construct a perpendicular line through a point. Well, now we just need to do our perpendicular bisector construction. Okay, just open it up to be more than half the distance. So again, right now we're constructing a perpendicular bisector of segment BC through A. Okay, now we've got two new points on our circle. We're going to call those E and D. And now all we have to do is connect these 4 points. Make segment EB, EC, BD, and then DC. Okay, so there we've constructed a square that's inscribed a circle. Okay, so just try this again on your own speed, and then we'll go on to the next one. All right, so this last example, we're just going to construct an inscribed hexagon. Okay, hexagon having 6 sides and 6 vertices. Starts off the same way. We're going to construct a diameter through circle A, labeling the endpoints B and C. And now basically it's like our equilateral triangle twice. That equilateral triangle step gave us 3 points, but we just do this twice and we'll get 6 points. So we're going to put our compass pointer at C and open it up to a measure of AC. Okay, so you're going to make this basically a half circle down here in the bottom. You're going to label those points D and E. And then keeping your compass at the same measure, you're just going to put the pointer at B and do the same thing. Hopefully you saw that, but if not, I think you see what's going on. Okay, we just did step 2 and step 3 are just the same steps, but starting at a different point. So we started at C, then we started at B. Okay, well now you can see we've got these 6 points, C, E, G, B, F, and D. And all we need to do is join them. And every one of these segments is going to be congruent. All right, that's it. So now we're kind of learning a little bit more interesting things, shapes, and we can apply and make more designs. And so I want you to construct a hexagon here. And then this circle on the right, all I want you to do is just try your hand at creating a design within that circle. If you haven't explored with a compass, they can be a lot of fun. You know, just one thing to keep in mind, or maybe a place to start, is creating arcs that have a length of your radius. And you can just make a bunch of these arcs and designs will start coming out, and it's a lot of fun. So create a design here. I'll check that when you guys come to class. And watch this again if you need to see things a second time. All right, thanks.